Morning peeps, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much to everyone that joined up to be a member. I know those things ain't easy, so I really do appreciate it. I'm going to film a couple of bits for next week on the channel, but I do want to do a bit more than that. The biggest fight we've got coming up this year, at least in the UK, is Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. And although it's a Ring Magazine event, it will be like a Riyadh season event. So it will be interviews on Monday. It will be grand arrivals on Tuesday. Wednesday will be the media public workout. Thursday press conference. Friday weigh-in. Saturday showtime. Now, look, the ideal thing would be a ticket for someone for fight night. That will be difficult. Not impossible, but difficult. But what I do want to offer is for someone to come with me on those other 5 days. So you'll be with me when I'm doing the interviews. You'll be on stage with me when I do the grand arrivals. You'll be there for the media public workout, everything, right? Just because I want to kind of do something different. I could just chuck content on the members channel, but look, I'm quite lucky that I am allowed to kind of go behind the scenes and show you guys what goes on behind the scenes. So I'm thinking, you know what, why not bring someone behind the scenes with me? I'll let you guys know closer to the date as to how that will happen. But that is going to happen. Someone will be with me for Eubank Benn Fight Week, which I think is pretty good. All right, let's have a look and see what there is to talk about today. There is actually quite a bit to talk about. Let's start with this. This is the big news. Former champion Deontay Wilder set for ring return on June 27th in Kansas. Okay, Deontay Wilder will be 40 in October. Deontay Wilder's last two performances have been bad. Let's be honest, Joseph Parker was bad, right? And Zhilei Zhang was worse than that. Obviously getting stopped by Zhilei Zhang. Deontay Wilder will fight a guy called Tyrell Herndon, who is, what's his record? Let's have a look. His record is 24-5. Of those 24 wins, 15 of those have been by knockout. He's no spring chicken either. He's 37. He's been fighting at the very, very lowest of levels. His last opponent was 7-0-1. His opponent before that was 8-9-0. Opponent before that 7-3-0. Opponent before that was 6-0, who he lost to. That was Richard Torres, who a lot of people are excited about. Before that, a guy called John Cortez, who was 15-11. Before that, a guy called Thomas Hawkins, who was 4-12. I don't need to go down all his record. You kind of know what type of opponent this is. I don't see the point in this. I don't. You know what it is, yeah? If you are wanting to come back, say Deontay Wilder ices this guy, what does it mean? What does it mean to go that far down the rankings and picking someone, stopping them, and then what, Wilder's back? Of course he's not back. He's not. Unless that's where Wilder wants to stay, that kind of level, which is obviously not what he wants to do. If you are going to have a comeback fight, and I get it, right? Some people are going to say, yeah, but Wilder just wants to get his confidence back. You don't get your confidence back by knocking someone out at that level. You get your confidence back, and I'm not trying to say Wilder should fight someone in the top 15, but at least someone in and around the top 20, top 25, someone that we know. So when you do fight them, you know. If Wilder loses to that guy, Wilder knows. If Wilder struggles against that guy, he knows. We know. If Wilder ices that guy, we're like, okay, maybe there is something left. When you go down this far and you beat someone, it kind of means nothing. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but if Wilder is coming back and Wilder wants to have the big fights, you've almost got to have an opponent that throws back with mean intention, someone that's coming to win. So if you do beat them, as I said, you know. Because Wilder right now is probably second guessing himself. Can I still compete at the very highest level? Because again, the last two performances we've seen for him would suggest he can't. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, there's no shame in it. Wilder's had a decent career. He was a long-standing WBC champion. He cemented himself, at least within this generation of heavyweights. He's made some good money. His health is intact. It's okay. It's okay. If you're wanting to come back, and there's rumors about an AJ fight and this and that, if you're wanting to come back and fight guys of that level, you need to fight someone of note. You need to. It's risky, but this is it. I mean, you're 39, you're going to be 40. there's no point having these type of opponents. I know some people have seen this differently. Some people are like, oh yeah, but no. He does need to get his confidence back. Again, I don't know what you get. And boxing is the only sport that does this, by the way. I don't know what you get in confidence by fighting someone that low. So then what? Okay, then sling him in with someone in the top 6, top 7. Because you beat up, what's his name again? Tyrell Herndon. Is it Herndon? Yeah, Herndon. I don't know, man. I would rather see Deontay Wilder stay retired. I don't even know if he did retire after the Zhilei Zhang, but sort of seeing him after the Zhilei Zhang fight, it kind of felt like that was that. I do wonder if he's still going to be trained by Malik Scott. I don't know. Like, Malik Scott, I actually think Malik's a good trainer. He gets a lot of stick, but I think he's a good trainer. I think Malik just tried to turn him into a boxer. Like, okay, you need more than just your right hand. No, just your right hand. Just your right hand. Right hand with mean intentions. That's what got you to where you got to. Wilder didn't get to where Wilder got to trying to be a boxer. Wilder got to where he got to by just throwing that right hand. Even if it was where he was throwing it was incorrect according to textbook boxing, just throw your fucking right hand. And unfortunately, in these last 2 fights, he hasn't done that. So I don't know. Look, I'm saying all this. Will I tune in? Absolutely, because Wilder's one of the most exciting heavyweights to watch ever. But I just don't think it's there. I don't think it's there anymore to compete at the top level. And again, I'll end on this one. What I don't want to come out of this fight is Wilder to ice this guy in a round and everyone's like, yeah, he's back. And I'm like, well, no, he's not back. No, he's not back. Got to be very careful. I think we, and I say we, including myself, you can make the mistake of seeing people ice people at such a low level that you're thinking they're back. Look when AJ iced Ngannou and then he kind of destroyed Otto Wallin and then there was a lot, oh my God. But then when you saw what AJ step up against Daniel Dubois, you're like, oh, okay, maybe not. So we've got to be careful. We've got to be careful. But look, I wish him all the luck in the world. I think Wilder's a great guy. I've sat with Wilder. I've interviewed him tons of times. And I do wish him the best, but I'd rather not see Deontay Wilder in the ring again. My own personal thoughts. All right, Pat Brown looked devastating, didn't he, on his debut. Matchroom have put a lot into him. There's a lot of push behind Pat Brown. And look, let's see, right? I mean, if that's the way he fights, then I'm on board the Pat Brown hype train because he's exciting. It's very rare that a guy in his debut headlines. I know it was a next-gen card, but that's kind of rare regardless. And normally you're kind of squashed in between sort of, the main, co-main, and then maybe you're there. For you to headline, Matchroom said, okay, we're going to go all in on this guy. He's very big for a cruiserweight, throws punches and bunches with mean intentions. He's the perfect age, so there's no real rush. He's only 25, 26. So I think Matchroom might have something there. So we'll see. Good win for Cameron Vong on that card against Jordan Flynn. This fight should have happened, I think, 14 months ago. And since then, I think I said this on a video yesterday, since then, Cameron Vong's actually fought 3 times. So I thought he fought Jeff Ofori. Who else did he fight again? Sorry, my brain's fried. I should know this offhead. I know a lot of you screaming, he fought this guy, he fought that guy. Let's get the guys. Okay, Gavin Gwynn, who I thought Gavin won that fight, and Joe Underwood Hughes. So he's had those 3 fights whilst waiting for Jordan Flynn, and he's not looked his best in those 3. So I was like, okay, well, where is this guy? Because again, Sam Jones has really been hyping him. But yesterday was a really good performance. And now, I think the build can start from now. Because I almost felt like they were going all over the place with his matchmaking. Now it's a case of, okay, that's where we are. Let's crack on. But good performance from Cameron Vong. A lot of pressure on him in that fight. Sandy Ryan, after I win, Michaela Meyer and I are going to get it on again. Okay. That's how it should be, right? When it's one apiece, we go for the trilogy. I don't think that will happen. If Sandy does win, Sandy will fight Lauren Price. If Michaela wins, she goes on to fight Lauren as well, I think, in a unification fight. Both ladies, I've got the picture here, look incredible on the scales. This is going to be a good fight. It's going to be a really, really good fight. As will, maybe, William Zepeda and Tevin Farmer. I think Zepeda is going to look a lot better. Credit to Farmer for saying, okay, fuck it, let's have this fight in Mexico. I think that could be a mistake. But all the pressure here is on Zepeda. Remember, all the hype was around Zepeda. I mean, I did that show when they fought, Latino Night in Saudi Arabia, and it was literally a case of, okay, we're picking Farmer because Farmer's style was quite similar to Shakur. They already overlooked Farmer. It was already set that Shakur Stevenson was going to fight Zepeda. Zepeda looked not great. Farmer looked better. And I think they underestimated Farmer. I don't think they're going to underestimate him this time round. So I expect this to be a really good Zepeda. And look, if Farmer can do it again, and when I mean do it again, I don't mean win because he didn't win the last fight, but I mean just do it again in terms of put that type of performance out. His stock rises, Zepeda drops. So we'll see. Canelo Alvarez on David Benavidez. He's accomplished nothing. Ooh. Well, he's accomplished nothing compared to Canelo Alvarez. Not many fighters fighting have accomplished what Canelo's done. I mean, he's not been a world champion, which is a fair statement. Was Benavidez WBC? Was he? I can't remember anyway. But I think he's accomplished quite a lot, David Benavidez. I think he's looked really good in his last couple of fights. This fight isn't going to happen. If it were to happen, it's such a big fight. Honestly, like if Canelo can get past Crawford, him versus Benavidez next year would be enormous. But I can't see it happening. I really can't. The weight thing's a problem for Canelo when it comes to Benavidez, because Benavidez is very, very big. He's a very big guy. And I think Canelo just has a bit of a fear factor when it comes to that. Like, okay, if we were the same size, I would beat you, but you're going to come into the ring. The only way this fight happens is if Canelo puts him on some sort of rehydration cap, which I don't think any of us want to see. All right, let's have a look and see if there's anything else quickly. Carlos Adames, there's no middleweight that can defeat me right now. Yet looked very good against Hamza Shiraz, didn't he? So, look, there's Alan Canali's the one. That's the fight we want to see, and that's kind of where we should be heading to. The problem is, it's not a big money fight. It's not too dissimilar to Bivol Beterbiev. Obviously, look, Carlos Adames and Alan Canali haven't kind of done what Beterbiev and Bivol have done, but it's not too dissimilar to that, where it's a fight that someone's going to have to lose a lot of money for it to be made, and that's the issue. And I don't think Turkey's that guy to do that either. All right, I think that's kind of it. Yeah, that's kind of it. All right, guys, girls, thank you again to everyone. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love, the support, etc., etc. We'll see you in the next one.